Who are you looking forward to matching up against?
Everybody, honestly. I'm just so excited to compete.
Did the WNBA just crown its next savior too soon? That question has echoed across sports shows, podcasts, and barbershops ever since Paige Bueckers grinned beneath a spray of confetti and shook Commissioner Cathy Engelbert's hand. Draft night felt perfect. A fresh NCAA champion, a #1 pick, a league hungry for another spotlight magnet. Yet for every headline comparing Paige to Caitlin Clark, a louder whisper insists the dream is already drifting off course.
Paige Bueckers, she ain't gonna be Caitlin Clark. Not now, not today, not ever. Sorry, it ain't gonna happen.
Front office insiders scoff, ratings, spreadsheets, glare, and one towering French teenager lurks in the wings, daring to rewrite every projection. Keep watching, because by the end, you'll know exactly why the next face of women's basketball might not speak English as her first language, and why that's the best news the league could hope for. Paige's coronation looked inevitable months before the commissioner read her name. She'd gutted opponents all March, then iced the title game with back-to-back mid-range daggers so smooth they might as well have come with elevator music. Sponsors pounced, signature sneakers teased on TikTok, a Dallas Wings billboard pulsing across downtown within 48 hours.
Dallas Wings using the promo poster of Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark to hype that game up.
ESPN replayed her teary post-game hug with Gino Auriemma until it felt biblical. Viewers ate it up, 1.25 million of them, second largest draft audience in league history. No wonder talking heads rushed to proclaim, "We've found our next Caitlin." But here's the catch. The hype train had been accelerating since Sweet 16 weekend, and its engine wasn't fueled by hard data so much as hope. Paige's very best college night, a 40-point masterpiece, got stapled beside Clark's routine 40-point triple-doubles, as if the numbers lived in the same zip code. Pundits massaged the narrative anyway. One columnist insisted Paige's activism would magnetize fans in ways Clark can't. A TV crawler trumpeted draft ratings up 119% over 2023, coyly skipping the 2024 record Clark detonated.
Up 119% versus 2023. And I know what the question may be. 2023, 2020. Well, Ben, just out of curiosity, because we're all curious around here, right? We all want to be well informed. What is it compared to the 2024 draft? Well, thank you guys for asking. I appreciate that. Here we go. It's down 49%.
The spin felt harmless, even well-intentioned, until draft confetti settled and general managers began speaking off the record. Those execs didn't mince words.
ESPN today, when they were talking about Paige, one of them says, "I think Paige will be a good player this year, but I'm not expecting a Caitlin-like impact, and that's an unfair bar to set,"
sighed one Eastern Conference GM, pointing to Clark's gravity-warping rookie season. Ticket demand so rabid multiple franchises relocated Fever games to NBA arenas. Hard to impact a league like that out of the gate. Let her breathe. Another nodded toward Paige's surgically repaired knee. She hasn't logged a 35-game grind yet. Don't strap someone else's rocket pack on her back. Translation: they admire her, they want her healthy, but they're not budgeting for Caitlin-level fireworks. Inside boardrooms, expectations sound more like strong rotational guard than cultural earthquake. Numbers back the caution. With Clark gone, April's national title broadcast shed a jaw-dropping 10 million viewers, effectively slicing the audience in half. Meanwhile, the Fever will appear on national television a ridiculous 41 times this season, a scheduling gift no rookie, not even a #1 pick, has ever sniffed. Networks bet on proven eyeballs, not polite symmetry. They remember Clark's preseason scrimmage versus Brazil that sold out a 15,000-seat arena and crashed ESPN's phone app before tip-off. Paige's preseason opener? Respectable crowd, local buzz, normal TV silence. No shame in that. Just a reminder that gravity isn't equally distributed. So why does Clark pull planets while Bueckers tugs gently at moons? Style. Paige is a surgeon. Knife-sharp footwork, stop on a dime jumpers, assist to turnover ratios coaches tattoo on whiteboards. Efficiency worshippers adore her, but efficiency rarely explodes on Twitter. Clark plays with Vegas magician flair. She bombs from the logo like it's a layup line, flicks blind over the shoulder lasers that freeze defenders mid-blink, celebrates each dagger with a grin that says, "Yeah, I called Game 3 plays ago." Fans don't set DVRs for clinical. They crave chaos that might break the laws of geometry. Remember the NBA's own history lesson. John Stockton walked into the Hall of Fame holding every assist record imaginable. Yet it was Michael Jordan's airborne silhouette that sold 18 million pairs of sneakers in a single year. Excellence impresses, spectacle mesmerizes. Clark supplies spectacle on command. Still, the WNBA's long-term health can't rely on one flamethrower forever, and the league knows it. That's where a different kind of phenomenon steps onto the hardwood. Dominique Malonga, the 6'6" French prodigy Seattle, scooped with pick 2. Malonga dunks, clean, violent, above the rim hammers that thud through social feeds like meteors. She's barely 19, speaks 4 languages, and already moves like a small forward-center hybrid the sport hasn't quite named yet. Scouts whisper, "Wemby with ponytail," only half joking. One lob pass, one rim-shaking, finish broadcast prime time, and casual viewers who've never watched a women's game will pause the scroll. The league prays that first poster jam happens before Memorial Day. Imagine the highlight reels. Clark dribbles across half court, yanks a defender with a misdirection glance, lofts a 45-foot alley-oop laser, and Malonga detonates it into dust. Different teams, sure, but side-by-side split screens, nightly top 10s, reels stitched together on TikTok within minutes. That 1-2 punch could graduate the league from growing curiosity to appointment viewing faster than any marketing deck. Paige doesn't need to mimic either star to matter. Her lane is quieter but crucial, converting frenzied UConn faithful into loyal Wings supporters, anchoring Dallas attendance on nights Clark isn't in town, showcasing textbook basketball that coaches play for youth clinics. She can lean hard into community work and sponsorship storytelling, spaces where her charisma and social conscience already shine. Think Tim Duncan, steadiness rather than Allen Iverson sizzle. Championships are often built on that spine. The problem isn't Paige. It's the commentary machine that insists every elite prospect replicate the same blinding impact or be labeled a letdown. Viewers can celebrate multiple flavors. Let Clark cannonball from 35 feet. Let Malonga rattle rims. Let Bueckers carve defenses like a sushi chef. Each lane feeds a different fan appetite, and television executives happily program them all, if the narrative cops stop trying to cram square highlights into round comparison holes. Consider the cautionary tale of Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 off-season league bankrolled by superstar veterans. Their inaugural year poured nearly $9 million into salaries and production, then harvested 11.9 million total viewers. Respectable until you realize a single Clark Dude Perfect teaser eclipsed that tally by itself. The takeaway isn't that Unrivaled failed, it's that spectacle still wins the digital arms race. The WNBA's smartest path is to embrace that reality rather than sermonize against it. Fortunately, 2025's rookie class offers a buffet of storylines beyond highlight theatrics. Fans can track Paige's comeback arc after knee surgery, savor the uneasy LSU reunion of Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith in Chicago, or debate whether Iowa's next prodigy, scoring phenom Bella Sanders, can chase Clark's collegiate records. Diversity of drama keeps a league sticky, but none of those sagas require pretending one star eclipses another. Sports thrive when heroes occupy different mythologies, not when they're forced to share the same cape. If the past 12 months proved anything, it's that women's basketball is no longer waiting politely to be taken seriously. It elbowed its way onto front pages with record views, ticket stampedes, and social media supernovas. The ball now zips to a fresh generation of talent charged with sustaining that surge. Clark will keep slinging deep heat. Paige will pilot Dallas with surgical calm. Dominique may soon deliver the first Thunder Dunk montage that makes even NBA arenas gasp. So the next time a pundit breathlessly announces, "Paige Bueckers is Caitlin Clark 2.0, smile and nod. But know the math doesn't add up, and it doesn't need to. Different equations can yield the same reward. Packed arenas, booming broadcast checks, little girls begging parents for replica jerseys of whoever lit up last night's highlight reel. In the end, the league's future might hinge less on crowning the next one-woman revolution and more on cultivating a kaleidoscope of delights. Some nights you'll tune in for logo threes, some for surgical mid-range mastery, some for a rim-rattling jam that shatters ancient stereotypes about how high women can fly. All those flavors broaden the table, all feed the appetite for more. As you close this video, ask yourself one thing: whose jersey would you buy tomorrow? And why? Drop that answer in the comments. Your pick just might tell the league exactly which thrill it needs to supersize next.